You have to have the vision, the mission, and the values
100%.
to go
Clarity.
and do it.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million? And today we have Karen Murillo, the CEO of Alka Marketing, and she's a mom, she's a serial entrepreneur, and she's a role model and example for all the women entrepreneurs out there. So Karen, tell us, what are the 5 steps to make your first million?
Harry, thank you. Thank you for the invitation. You're so kind to invite me here. Okay. I think a woman has to have knowledge. That's my first step. I think every woman has to study, and I think that's one of my key, because since I was 17, when I was studying social communications and journalism, at the same time I was very disciplined because I had discipline. I swim every day 3,000 meters between working and having a company and having an office. So that's the way I am. That's the way I am. So knowledge for me is the first thing. And it's like everything in their life. If you have knowledge, you have the power of the world.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. So what would be the step number 2 then?
The step number 2 could be to have a good team. So if you have a good team and you develop a good team and you are a good leader, you have to be a leader. And to be a leader, you have to have the knowledge
100%.
to lead people. Yeah. So you're not going to let someone who doesn't know to guide you if you know something else. So the first step for you to follow someone is to have the knowledge, or the person has the knowledge, because you admire that person. So you have to read a lot, you have to study a lot, you have to be like very good in what you are offering. So that way you can achieve that people follows you, and people and your own team follows you. That's the only way to create a good team. Has good experiences, had a good knowledge, had creativity to be that kind of leader.
Okay, so we have the step number 2, keep learning. Yeah, never stop learning. And the step number 1, keep learning. And step number 2, have a great team. So what will be the next one?
The next one will be like, I'm a communicator, but I've been in marketing my whole life since I was 18, doing events, doing conventions, and doing strategies for marketing for different kind of companies. Like Bosch, Skill, Modward, international companies. So I think will be the communication with the marketing. For me, is the key. And I think for everyone, if you have good communication, if you know how to speak, if you know how to write, as a journalist, I learned 10 years. That's why I know how to write perfect. That's why I know how to speak in front of the audience. And that's, in the order.
I have saw you speak. You're very good. This I can concur because I saw you speaking on the stage.
Thank you so much. But you have to have knowledge too. Because if you speak and you don't know how to say, if you write, but you didn't read before.
Yeah.
But if you talk like you in a podcast, and you don't have any knowledge, so everything goes away.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Sales and marketing is the lifeblood of the business. From all the over 500 million that attended to this podcast, I haven't found anyone yet that is telling me, oh, I don't like sales, I don't like marketing. Because you cannot become successful. You cannot become a millionaire in sales. You cannot make $1 million in sales, and you cannot become a millionaire if you don't like sales and marketing. It doesn't work like this.
And marketing becomes
I haven't found anybody yet. I haven't found anybody yet that come here and say, Harry,
true.
look, I'm a multimillionaire. I've grown my business. I'm multimillionaire. But you know what? Marketing and sales, I don't want to learn.
No, it's
I
very
don't care
important.
about this. I pay somebody else to do it. I don't want to know anything. It doesn't really work. Every single person that have arrived to this podcast is saying, pay attention to sales and marketing, master it. And if you don't want to do it yourself, you hire someone, but you really need to know what you're doing.
Yeah,
So it's the lifeblood of the business, and people need to understand that for all the audience listening. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. The audience, the markets and the brands that I've been like helping, I've been very careful, but at the same time, a little perfectionist. Because with the marketing, it's like this, they go together. Marketing and publicity and advertisement. I've been having this agency for more than 15 years.
Wow. And 15 years you have this agency? Yeah. Oh my God, that's a lot.
Yeah, that was since I was 19. I'm 39.
Wow. My goodness. My goodness. You know, when I was this age, I was in party. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking to have a business. Yeah, you're very committed. Yeah, very committed to your business. So what would be the last step? Yeah, so we have sales and marketing.
I wanted to finish this part because it's very important for me. And it's very like, nobody thinks it's important, but it's very important. The image. Part of the communication and part of the marketing has to be built with a good image. So 100%. That's always what I try to tell the people, tell the companies. Sometimes they don't listen that part. Hello.
Hey, look, we're gonna.
So it's very important that part.
We're gonna talk about this after, yeah. As a mom entrepreneur,
yeah, I'm a mom too. So to me, the image is everything. You have to have a good logo. You have to have a good brand. You have to have a beautiful website, a beautiful package. To show the world what are you doing.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. And then what would be the step number 5 after you have a good image?
Yes, you have to have the vision, the mission, and the values.
100%.
To go and do it.
Exactly. You have to go and take action.
What?
Yeah, exactly like you said. You have all this, you have the knowledge, you have a good team, you're very good at sales and marketing, you have an image and everything, but the step number 5, you have to take action. You have to go out and do it. Because if you don't do it, if you don't take action, it's not that knowledge, it won't be enough. Action.
Yeah, when I wrote my vision and mission in 2007,
wow.
I said to myself, I want to be in international markets when I was in Medellin, Colombia.
Wow.
And I said, in 2007, the vision that I wrote in my website, I said in 2017, or put it 17 or 20, until 2029, I'm going to be in the United States.
Wow.
And I'm going to start having some clients in the United States.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.